I am Julia Dolan. I'm the minor white curator of photography at the Portland Art Museum. I've always loved photography. I started using cameras when I was about 7 or 8 years old. My father loved photography. So I at first wanted to be a professional fine art photographer, and I went to college to do so, and I have a BFA in photography. But after that process, I realized that I'm better suited to thinking about photographs than making them. So I went back to school, to graduate school, to earn degrees in art history. The photography collection at the Portland Art Museum numbers just over 7,000 objects at this point, and we've been exhibiting photographs for approximately 100 years, which is rather early for a museum to accept photography as an art form. One of our key components to the collection are the first photographs that were accessioned into the collection in 1942. They're a set of about 125 photographs by Minor White. He first started photographing right here in Portland for the Works Progress Administration, and we were the recipients of these early Portland photographs, and so we try to get those out on view as much as possible as well. Digitizing the collection allows us to show the world the range of photographs that we have, and people can look at the work online at any given time. Making the time and having the money to photograph over 7,000 photographs, and the museum as a whole has about 50,000 objects. To pretty much start from scratch and photograph 50,000 objects is a long-term project. And ProPhoto has also helped us with that in terms of equipment and setup. I love placing photographs from, say, the 1850s next to a photograph that was made in 2005. What are the differences? What are similar? How are people thinking about issues of portraiture or the landscape or social issues? I also love to place photographers who are working here in Portland or in the Northwest in general next to photographers who are perhaps more internationally known, to be placed next to, say, Ansel Adams or Mike and Doug Starn, to see how their photography can be held in conversation with photographers who are working in New York or working in Paris, or who passed away 50 years ago but have left an incredible mark on the history of photography and on museums. I look for high quality in terms of ideas, and I qualify my high quality statement because there are times when a photograph doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe it does need to be grainy. Maybe it does need to have a torn surface, because that is inherent to the expression of the object. So whatever the photographer's intent is important to me, and can I see that expressed within the print? And at this point in time, I'm especially interested in the ways that photographers are thinking about the world around them, and in particular, what does technology mean to us now? What is it doing to photography? And I mean that in a very neutral way. It's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing, but show me what you can do with it, and show me how technology is changing and morphing society. The Brown Bag Lunch Talk series has been a really successful outreach program, and it was begun by a number of members of our Photography Council, which is a group that helps sponsor photography programs at the museum and helps to fundraise for the purchase of artwork for the museum. And numbers keep going up and up. We have upwards of 80 to 100 people at certain Brown Bag Lunch Talks, and it's free to the public. Again, thank you to ProPhoto for the sponsorship. We're able to allow this event to happen every month for anyone who would like to come and see photographers talking about their work. Best place to go is to portlandartmuseum.org, which is our website. And again, you can see the collection online, and as we get more of the photography collection online, you can return and have a look at the work that we're doing at the museum. And every exhibition that I put together, we also have a space online for it. So if you can't get to the museum this week but want to see what the new show is about, you can click through the photographs there. And all of the programming that we have is also on the calendar and upcoming events on the Portland Art Museum website as well.